One of the most dangerous things in life is waiting too long. Waiting for the right time. Waiting to feel ready. Waiting until fear disappears. And before you realize it, years pass. Most people stay in careers they don't even enjoy. Not because they love them, but because they feel safe. The routine becomes familiar, even if it makes them unhappy. And slowly, they convince themselves, this is just life. Meanwhile, there's always something in the background calling them, something they naturally enjoy, something they think about often. For some people, that thing is fitness, not just working out, but the idea of helping people, building confidence, staying active, growing professionally. But they ignore it because change feels risky. The problem is, time keeps moving whether you act or not. 1 year becomes 3, 3 becomes 5, and eventually people start asking themselves, what if I started earlier? That question hurts because deep down they know fear delayed them more than failure ever did. A lot of people dream about changing their lives. Very few actually decide to, because decisions require action, learning, commitment, responsibility. At some point, some people stop waiting. They stop treating fitness like just interest and start exploring it professionally. That's where structure becomes important, because passion alone is not enough to build a career. Education matters, preparation matters, experience matters. This is where programs like National Personal Training Institute Florida become important, because students don't just learn workouts, they learn human anatomy, program design, client communication, professional training systems, and real gym experience. This creates confidence, and confidence creates action. Years later, most people regret the chances they never took. Not the effort, not the learning, the waiting. Because waiting feels safe in the moment, but expensive later. The truth is, you may never feel completely ready, but growth doesn't happen after confidence. Confidence happens after growth. And sometimes, the career you truly want is on the other side of one difficult decision. If fitness is something you constantly come back to, maybe it's worth taking seriously. Because the longer you wait to build the future you actually want, the harder it becomes to ignore it.
Here's the uncomfortable truth. Most people don't fail because they're incapable. They fail because they never fully commit. They say they're interested, but interest doesn't change your life. Action does. Scrolling fitness videos, saving workouts, watching others build careers, that feels productive, but it's not progress. Progress requires showing up when motivation is low, when comfort is gone. Real confidence doesn't come from hype. It comes from knowing what you're doing, understanding the body, programming safely, communicating professionally. That's why structured education matters. Programs like National Personal Training Institute Florida exist to turn interest into skill, and skill into income. Every year you delay, someone else starts, someone else learns, someone else builds the life you keep imagining. And one day, motivation won't hurt, regret will. So don't ask, am I ready? Ask this instead. How much longer am I willing to stay stuck? Because waiting feels easy today, but it charges interest tomorrow, and the bill always comes due.